Hey everyone, Bobo here for Crisis in the Toyverse, and on the show today we are talking about some Mezco 112 Daredevil. Now this Daredevil is from that hit Netflix show, Marvel's Daredevil, and as you can see there's a sticker right there reminding you that's what this is from. Of course, this was the Mezco exclusive. This is Matt Murdock in his black costume. Before he gets the suit. Big spoiler there if you haven't seen it, although it's been around for a couple of years, so you should have seen it. Of course, on the back of the box we got some beautiful Daredevil on Daredevil action there. He's got the Muay Thai wraps on his hands and wrists, which is a bit disappointing because this figure doesn't have that included or, you know, put on it, but I'm okay with it. It's not the end of the world. But very nice artwork here. I do love the smaller size of the Mezco packaging on their exclusive stuff. It just is more, I don't know, collector friendly? Is that the word I'm going to go with? Yeah, let's go with that. So anyways, let me release it from its plastic prison. We'll break it down a bit more, and then we'll take it from there. Sound good, everyone? Alright, released from the plastic prison right here is Matt Murdock. And he actually looks really cool. Like in the show, he has this costume most of first season and actually pretty much all of season 3, if I'm not mistaken. But the costume does look very nice. I think Mezco translated what that original costume was pretty dang well. Now, you will know that, once again, the Muay Thai ropes are not attached to him. I know for a lot of collectors that's a big bummer, and I know I've already pointed that out, but it would have been really cool to see, but unfortunately, it's just not there. Now, the head sculpt's really cool. The only thing missing on it, for me, is the white underneath the black there for the bandage over his eyes and whatnot. But it still looks cool. Of course, we got Blade's shirt just redone. I kid, of course, but it is that same material that you've seen on the 112 Blade. It even has the red markings just put in a different position. That looks good. And then, of course, on the forearms there, you got a different type of padding. Very dominatrix looking, rigid and meant for all those late nights out, if you will, but still looks very good. The gloves, of course, have some texture on them, which is a nice little detail there. There we go, the camera's working. So, very satisfied with that. Of course, I got a whole bunch of dirt and debris and hair and whatnot, but there's that zipper piece, which looks kind of out of place. It's just printed on. Of course, you can hold the batons right there. They fit in quite nicely. And the boots got a great amount of detail going on for them as well, which is a nice little touch. Mezco always getting those little details that end up working quite well, at least for me. I mean, everybody, it's different. So, there is Matt Murdock in costume. And done pretty well. Let's go ahead now and start breaking down articulation, because there's some stuff going on there. Now, here he is, and in terms of articulation, let's just go ahead and start with the head, shall we? Let me go ahead and get this zoomed in and figured out here, if the camera will work with me, and there we go. Now, in terms of the head is in one piece on a ball peg system, and it goes forwards and back, up and down, side to side, twists all the way around. Be careful with that piece, it is a softer material. The arms go up and out and around pretty much all the way. You can get them to do whatever you want, really. No bicep cut and no double jointed elbows. You got the single hinge swivel there. I know that's disappointed a lot of people. And then you got the ball peg right there that allows a whole bunch of directions. Now, in terms of the upper body, get a diaphragm joint that goes forward that much, goes back that much. Definitely goes side to side, and you can also get it to rotate. Now, on the lower waist, pretty much the same thing. Yeah, you got rotation, and you can bring it all the way around and whatnot. The legs do kick out about that far. With the batons, they do get limited a little bit. He kicks forward that much, goes back pretty dang well, actually, to be honest with you guys. Inner thigh cut hidden there, and then we got the double bend at the knee, a boot swivel for those who are into that, ball peg at the foot, goes forwards and backs, and rocks side to side like so. So that goes ahead and breaks down and finishes the articulation. Let's go ahead and move on to accessories. So it's a little light in the accessory department. Some people have been mad. They may have wanted a Matt Murdock head without the thing covering him up, but there's enough here you can mess around with. It's definitely not a deal breaker. It just would have been nice to see a little bit more, but I don't know what else you include with this guy. Let me know in the comments. Of course, we have his open hands there with some nice detail. And then we have the baton holding hands because it comes packed with the fists. So there is that. And then you just slide in the baton, and nice wooden material. Very nice detail on it. It's made of plastic, but it looks like wood. And then you just slide it in there, and he holds it quite well. Really no issues at all with that. And then, of course, we have our alternate head with some blood going on with it. A little battle damage Matt Murdock. This head actually looks really good. Really appreciate that. So, and then we have our 112 bag to store all the accessories in, flight stand arm, and then we have the Daredevil base, which looks very good and has some nice detail going on for it. So those are the accessories. Let's go ahead and move on to our size roundup. And of course, we got Donatello, who would not be around because of Daredevil in a weird way, and then we got Daredevil, and then we got Daredevil, and then we got Daredevil. Anyways, in terms of the Daredevils, let's just break those down. We got Season 1 Daredevil, we got Bullseye, and then we got the yellow suit Daredevil. That's the only Daredevil I own that's comic based. I really do like that costume, and I like that figure, and I got it at a great price, so that's why it's in my collection. So, as far as Daredevil and Bullseye, of course I'm kidding about that, but the two Daredevil costumes here, they look really good next to one another. Really no complaints or anything to gripe about. I like this look, and you'll see a little bit more of it in the photos at the end. So there is that. So overall, Daredevil may not be for anyone, everyone, excuse me, at least this version. I understand the complaints about the bandages on the arms and the lack of a double bend at the elbow, but you can still get them into poses. You can still have some fun with them, and I thoroughly enjoy that. So for me, it's a win. Could it be better? Well, I think any toy can be better when you really break it down, but there's enough there to go for it. And it seems like a lot of people in the groups are getting rid of this guy, so he shouldn't be too hard to find on the aftermarket. But guys, I think that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please feel free to leave your comments. Check out some of the people who make this show possible. And I sincerely mean this. Without you guys and them and everybody else, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you. Slideshow at the end. And until next time, everyone, great googly moogly.